Now, death and destruction witnessed in Nairobi since the onset of the rains has been attributed to poor drainage infrastructure,
as vehicles were left submerged in water and hundreds of residents displaced.
The Nairobi County Government now says it is working to unclog the drainages.
Where Nairobi County has initiated a 48-hour action plan to address flooding, drainage failures, and infrastructure damage across Nairobi.
So BASE is engaged in putting together or helping put together the Nairobi Climate Adaptation and Resilience Plan in collaboration with FSD Africa and the Nairobi City County Government. And in order for us to execute on the mandates that we've been given, which include project identification, investor engagement, and also capacity building for the county, we need to have first-hand experience of the challenges, the climate challenges that the county experiences, which include challenges like flooding, urban heat stress, air quality issues, and in addition to that, water shortages and water stress. Now, the reason why we're on ground today is to have first-hand experience again on each and every one of those particular hazards. So we want to really understand what do the citizens of Nairobi experience as far as heat stress is concerned, what are the negative experiences that they've had as far as flooding is concerned. So we are here to look at the drainage systems to see what can be done in order to improve on the drainage systems, in order for the county to provide better services for the citizens of Nairobi, and in order for us as well to be able to propose the right kind of solutions for the city of Nairobi.
If you look at this location, there are hardly no trees. So if you are to measure the ground temperature, you'll find that a lot of it is actually reflected onto this surface, and therefore this one exposes to the residents of Nairobi to extremes of urban heat. So looking at what we want to do, we want to find out what is happening on this particular area, what you can do as the city of Nairobi to be able to minimize the risk of urban heat, especially when we know that this particular area does not have any trees which can be able to really provide some cooling, and look at other alternatives which can also think about, maybe looking at providing shades for the users of this street.
So as part of the Nairobi Climate Adaptation and Resilience Plan, we are conducting site visits to some of the places that were hard hit, especially a certain Friday in March called the Black Friday. And a lot of this place was actually underwater and submerged with all these cars. I don't know actually how much in damage was done in terms of millions and Kenya shillings and all that. But I can imagine if you think about all of this being submerged and underwater, it actually calls for a wake-up plan to Nairobi, that then we really have to think critically about how we are adapting and becoming resilient to the effects of climate change, because we can't say the Black Friday was the first and last flooding event to happen in Nairobi. So we, as BASE and as part of NCARP, we really want to see what can we do about the city that we love, that we would not want to see it underwater again or many times again in the future. So we are collecting information, trying to quantify how much was lost, if we can get that information. We're also trying to see what we can also suggest in making or developing projects that then are resilient to the effects of climate change.
Good afternoon. My name is Elizabeth Wangeci Shege, and part of the team that's developing the Nairobi Climate Adaptation and Resilience Plan. Part of this site visit today, and we're going to do more of them, is to visit the areas that have been earmarked as hotspots, but also look at the solutions that could be available, can be prioritized, because at the heart of this, it's the people who are living in these situations. What we've seen so far is a dire need to have solid waste management. There's flooding that occurs here, so the infrastructure that really takes the water away from the city center to the river or different channels. It's an opportunity to actually have a smart system with that, and there's urgency to have such projects prioritized. The second thing is it's really hot. We've hardly seen trees. So there's opportunities to use nature-based solutions like tree covers, as well as permeable surfaces that really need to channel the water away from people's homes, as well as the shops. We spoke to a few of the shop owners. They did mention that contamination happens a lot with drinking water and sewage whenever there's floods. So we've seen that adaptation and resilience really has to move away from just planning to projects that need to be implemented urgently.
My name is Sami Mwendo Kienzeku, founder Greener Cities community-based organization. I'm also a Nairobi Rivers coordinator of Ngong River, Zone 3, where we are. This is Mukuru Kayaba, Landemaya Ward. On the other side, we have Nairobi South Ward, that is Azina Market. Here we have challenges of floods. They affect us so much when it gets to rain. There's a lot of poor waste management here. And we also have challenges like this bridge here should have been replaced after the flood. It was carried away by the floods. Unfortunately, we lack enough support from the government. So most of the support that comes here when there are these environmental challenges, it's the community who do it by themselves.